Victor Club WT Ambassador. We're running super deep on gold. Over $10,000 for first. We're a chip leader with 28 left. Let's get into the action. Break down some hands. Let's spin it up. So let's see what we got. Pretty terrible hand, even as a chip leader. So let's just see which tournament we're playing. We're playing the 218 chip dollar, of course. Showdown 60K guaranteed. Looks like started with 301 entrants. I think I only had one of those entrants, thankfully. 27 left. We are already in the money. Paid 43. First place up top, 12K. Over 12K. Second place, roughly 8K. Third, 5, 4, over 3K for the top 6 places. Final table of 8, I believe. We'll pay 1,500. And we're at 24th place currently, something like that. Paying 500. All right. Let's run good, play good, win our flips, and keep chipping up. So, pocket eights, favorable. As a chip leader. Let's see what's going on with this player. 40-19. Pretty aggressive. We could do both mix calling and 3-betting. We're going to play it fairly passively here. Not going to be looking to do a lot of folding. We're definitely not 7. So let's see what we can do here. Put the pressure on. All right, take down a nice pot. 73 bigs. So let's get it off big blinds. Better to get it off big blinds. So first place here, small blind. Fold. They've got about 70 big blinds. We have about the same. Just take a look. 20, 20, 70, 70, 40, 40, 15. So you got to think about what style you're going to play. 98765. It's a tough one here. 2011. 11. All right, let's 28. 7. 3-bet it a little bit here. 3-bet call. All right, interesting. All right, let's. So let's see. What does he have here? King is obvious. Need to time bank this one for a little bit. So basically 13 big blind bet. All right, so I think king seems most obvious. So we're betting 13. Let's see, 6, 7. 6, 7. We bet the flop. We 3-bet. Bet the flop. For a third, they call. Check, check, turn. Lead for small. Third. Seems value. We're really close to needing to call. Minimum defense. I haven't really seen this player. They're kind of a player. This player. Let's see what we got. They bet a 9 for value. Jacks. Aces trapping. I think we make a tight fold here. Ace 8. 2 pair. I just don't. Minimum defense frequency says call. Player's been making some plays. Close. Gosh, this is right on the border here. Literally right on the border. We unblock. I think we have to call. King. Okay, king, queen. That was most likely. Nice hand. Bear. Oh, look at that. Tens again. All right. Spin it up here. I'm going to go 2.2 if. Okay, let's see. 2.2 is fine. We're still fine. We're in fifth place now. Some good mental notes there on PABE. So pocket eights, pocket tens, and pocket tens in 3 out of 4 hands. Favorable distribution of cards here. Oh, that was tough. The last hand, the first tens, I 3-bet. I knew that I was. You just give me the right price. It was such a good price. It was a really nice value bet. I knew I was mostly beat. I figured he just had enough bluffs for that price. So two. Let's go. Let's do something weird here. Seems really strong when people do this usually. This like min click. I mean, if he ships, I would consider folding. Um, we'll see bet, take it down. Beautiful thing about 3-betting, especially in position. I mean, there's so many advantages of 3-betting, but you 3-bet in position, you get to c-bet with impunity, or you call it continuation bet your range. So 100% of hands um, that you are 3-betting with in position, you just get to 3-bet. Because you have nut advantage, range advantage, you have all the strongest hands. You've got position, you've got initiative, just so many good things going that make it very challenging to play against. And most people don't play well against the 3-bet, especially out of position. So it's one of those, you look at these solver nerds, they call them nodes, but one of those areas in which people don't play very well against. So very important to, if you're going to play winning poker, to start finding these places where people don't play well, and it's really somewhere you can exploit. Anytime someone's playing poorly, you get a lot of chips. So all right, let's keep the spin going. So what do we have here? We can look to raise this if limped to us. Yeah. How much do we want to go? I think we want to go 3.5. 3 feels fine. 3 feels fine. Nice. Nice takedown there. Nice heuristic when you're in position with equal or more chips, especially that like 15 to 30 big blind range. You can raise when limped to by the small blind. You can raise with really junky hands, those gapper hands, any big and little card that are both offsuit. Raise all of those hands. Depending on the effective stack size, 3 or 3.5 big blinds is usually sufficient. Look at that cooler. Full house over full house. Good run, Sharma. Alright, that is a junky hand. Has a chip lead, but it's a suited hand. See what they're doing. They're really tight, so let's not get aggro, but really taking advantage of a situation. Got a tight player who's kind of reeling from a big loss. Gonna look to probably overfold and got a suited hand in position. So just took a little spot there. Very low risk. Risk two big blinds to most likely take down two big blinds. Standard deep ring, 8-3 suited. I'm not raising that hand, but I like a good little spot to take. So, World Poker Tour. What do we have going on? Some Hard Rock Poker Open going on down in Florida. Super excited about Rolling Thunder, Thunder Valley. The dates have been announced. Flights are booked. We will be playing the main event. Our friend Tyler Patterson talks about some legendary cash games there, including some streams. Might be spinning that up. Action Dan, Club WPT fame, will be going. He won a package, any $5,000 event he wants. So he has committed to Rolling Thunder, Thunder Valley, at the end of March. Main event, I believe, starting March 27th. Live final table streamed on March 31st. Probably going to be announced. I don't think it's been announced, but probably going to be announced by Matt Savage and most likely Tony Dunst. But we'll see. It's up in the air. We'll see if they need me to hop into the booth. If I don't make it on my own, we'll see. We'll see. All right, 8-2 suited. Tyler Patterson might do some commentating there too. He is legendary. I love that dynamic that, Matt Savage and Tyler Patterson, Tony Dunst have when it comes to commentating these final tables on the World Poker Tour. Just such a beautiful, relationship or duo when you think of the everything that Matt Savage brings to the game and just one of the original members of the poker community, undoubtable Poker Hall of Fame. Yeah, they got some work to do on the structure of getting people into the Hall of Fame, but I think we might end up boycotting poker altogether if Savage doesn't get into the Hall of Fame before too long. Much deserved, but when you pair someone like him with a poker professional with a long track record like Tyler Patterson or Tony Dunst, it's just such a beautiful thing to witness in the booth. The energy, the knowledge, the expertise, passionate about the game. I love watching these World Poker Tour streamed final tables. The commentary is just second to none. So I'm getting a little bit of a little situation here. Less than one SPR. Turbo King. Let's see if Turbo King jams his Ace King. Oh, lead. This guy's saying he's got a 9. I was watching this player play for the last few tables. He's tricky player. Takes some spots. Really putting the screws on Turbo King here. This player's got more 9s in the range. I guess he's small blind as opposed to big blind. Maybe he's got something like I could have King 9, 2 pair, top high 2 pair, King Jack, something like that. Ace King is probably taking a different line. So now 7th out of 19. This one's close. Feels like a fold. We're under heavy ICM. Chip leader. It could be an open. It's close. Position 6. A little loose to be opening such a weak offsuit hand. I mean, A7 offsuit is if not the worst, one of the worst Offsuit hands, even worse than something like ace four offsuit. When you think of equities. So let's see what we got. 7th place out of 19. I always like to know some of these benchmarks, like what payout is the first one for $1,000. 11th place. All right. A funny show on. There's some investigation about Tiger King, Carol Baskin. I don't know if you remember that. This is just a very spur of the moment live stream here. Want to give some insight into the Sun runs. Last year we had a nice run on Club WPT Gold in a 218 chip tournament. Got second place out of over 5,000 for career high online score 65,000 chips. This would be a nice one early part of the first year. You know, you look at this. I mean, look at some of these payouts are pretty substantial here. Getting 12,000 for first, 8,000 for second. All right, first step, final table. Foot on the accelerator. That's another one of those junky little ones here. I think we're gonna do the same thing if folded to us. Oh, jam. Ooh, yep, nope. Good jam. All right, so 7th of 19. All right, 7-10 off. Pretty terrible hand. We're kind of at that. Don't need to make a decision. Fold. So pay. You know, we're in an interesting spot in the tournament, especially an online tournament. Um, really got to be aggressive. Have to chip up. Don't want to make any blunders. I mean, we're sitting comfortably in 7th place. As you saw, we were in first place when we came on the stream. What is 7th pay? 7th is right under 3K, so really nice. Off 200 chip entry. Yeah, so no ICM suicide. This is close. It's chip EV. It's closer to open, but under such circumstances, it's closer to a fold or more of a fold than under normal circumstances. If you believe in ICM, some people don't. Some people like Michael Mizraki, but most high-level tournament players are playing ICM type style. So 19 left. 7th place, which pays 3K, but we're going for first, going for 12K and the glory. We want to get heads up experience. That's very important to us as we're on our quest to become a World Poker Tour main event champion. All right, so yep, that was kind of a tough hand. We had pocket eights and then we had pocket tens twice in a row. First of which we 3-bet from the button after face, a middle position open. King high flop. We see bet for a third. King 9-6, something like that. Maybe king 7, king 9-7. Turn is a 6, 2 spades, check check. River is effectively a blank. We still got pocket tens. They bet out for a third pot, and we go in the tank. Yeah, really almost found the fold button. Talked herself into a call, which was wrong. They had king queen suited. King queen was the hand I put it most likely on, but there were just so many bluffs. I've been watching this player play, and this is a player. I mean, they were making some moves. They're not knitting it up by any means. All right, let's get locked in here. Let's chip up as we head. Stay patient, stay aggressive. Look to chip up as we head into the final table. Make a super deep run down to 17 now. 8th of 17. King 4 off. Turbo King. All right. Mainly, all right. So this is a offsuit king. Pretty weak hand, but mandatory call. 30 big blinds effective from position 7. So let's see what we can do. Let's look to flop. Okay, beautiful. Mainly like to check, call, play pretty defensively here. No reason to check raise. It doesn't really perform well that way. Could lead here actually. I think we're going to. That's not a great river, but how much do we want to go for? Let's go for like third, 40% rather. Should be good. Great. Queens. Very nice. That was very good. Almost optimal. That run out was not great. T-Crons, very tough player. Always running deep on gold. Alright, this is antimatter. Down to the final 16 players. Would consider calling here in a lot of situations similar to this, but this player behind is just so capable, almost really capable of squeezing. I mean, really put the screws on. So I think against the average player at this kind of stacked up 30 to 50 big blinds, suited kings perform quite well. It's probably kind of one of the weaker ones. The weakest one I would consider playing. King 6, King 5, King 4, King 3, like that's pretty weak. King 7's getting to be King 7, King 8, King 9 are suited kings in which they become reasonable enough to play. You can actually look at 3-bet some of the weak kings, especially later. Usually more offsuit hands, but some suited. So this is interesting. Man, we might go family pot here. 51. Close. Do I hop in here? Ugh. Same problem exists in which this player is super capable. This player's short might just jam. I'll knit it up. All right. Yeah. All right. Save 2 big blinds, but yeah, that was tough. That was close. What do you think? If any, you guys have called that, or maybe raised, but made a play? Chippy V middle stage of the tournament. I'm definitely just calling that and looking to spike. You know, you're in position. You can make a lot of plays, but start talking ICM poker. You really just have to play tighter and just make suited connectors. You know, or late stage of the tournament. Everyone's short stacked. You just have to play tighter and fold more, especially those suited gappers, suited connectors. Ones are so beautiful. I love playing them early on in the tournament, but what did he do? Open limped. He doesn't really do that often. Weird spot. Feels close. I don't know. Don't love it. It's close actually, but oh wow. Did he limp an aces? Nope. What a weak hand. That's weird. So this guy's limping some hands. All right. All right. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Let's see what we got. So I think next Tuesday, Boston Encore got a 1-day $1,100 tournament, about $50,000 to $60,000 up top. I'm gonna look to make a deep run in that tournament. I love live poker. Online poker is good, has its merits, definitely good to develop your game. It seems like it's still very profitable if you can dodge the bots. Very asocial though, staring here looking at a computer. Um, I think generally these days that online players are probably a little better than live players. Um, it's a little tougher. I think technically you have to be better to be profitable live online compared to live. All right, position 5. Pretty bad hand. It's close and open. Knit it up a little bit. Let everyone else. I really have to be conscious that this is probably the best player left, um, and probably the chip leader. So what that means is that you have to tighten up a little bit. You still got to play poker, but just to be conscientious of the table dynamics. If you don't, you'll get eaten alive, especially late in a tournament, especially heavy ICM situations. What I've seen, he doesn't really, even despite being chip leader, he doesn't typically bully or run over the table, which I think is a smart way to play. So let's see. Turbo King. It's funny, I'm watching documentary on Tiger King, but this is Turbo King. Alright, aces. Wow, Rockets. 9-7, had nothing. Suited king, early under the gun, 8, fold. Would open king 10 suited for sure there. Would probably open king 9 suited. King 8 suited, I'd probably fold. I think if everyone had exactly like 20 big blinds completely around. King 7 suited, king 8 suited are reasonable if the table's playing a certain way. Um, Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, look, you missed trips." It's like, yeah, I don't think about that. That's not how you play poker. You don't look at the flop and then adjust your decisions backwards. If you open king 7 suited first position every time over the course of your poker days, you're gonna be losing. It's a losing play. So let's take another look here at the situation we got going on. 15 left. We are sixth place. T. Crotton's chip leader to our direct left. Payouts, first place, 12K, second, 8K. We are sixth place currently, which is 3K. All right, let's hop into the action. So antimatter, short. Could be bluff here. I'd like them to be a little bit deeper. That's fine. Let's see what we got here. Opens not too wide. All right, spike a king again. No, not great. Well, not terrible. It's actually a hand that you could maybe if you would have c bet smaller, I was gonna check raise. That would have been a nice check raise spot. If you c bet a little bit smaller, there's enough going on. Roz Jack would be proud, but nah, it's a little too big of a bet. Best just to fold. All right, so fifth of 15 position. Let's look to chip up. We don't have to go crazy. Let's just be smart. Play good poker. We get some interesting reads on this guy. If we get small blind versus big blind, we're gonna win a lot versus this player. We have to be really smart to not commit ICM suicide, but also to not. This is just a really good player that's not gonna lose a lot. All right, so we got an open and a call. Shorty antimatter checks it over. Ace queen, something like that. Under pairs. I've gotten more into the habit recently. If you raise and get called from in position. So if you're the pre-flop raiser and you're out of position on the flop, checking a lot. Oh, look at that. Oh, he slow played a king. Tricky, tricky. I like that. That's nice. But getting more in the habit of checking if you're the pre-flop raiser and face a in position caller is just checking a lot of boards, most boards. Because by the time they call, their ranges are pretty similar. Like if you C bet out of position, you've got like overcards, not a strong hand, and they call, then you just it's so terrible to proceed, you know? Like what Faraz and Thomas Boyven are talking about. They're like, check most of those hands, then you can be really aggressive on the turn. Just kind of bet, almost kind of bet range at that point on the turn. So, yeah, we had some cards run over us to get us to this point. We had getting short near the money bubble right after the, was it before the bubble or right after the bubble burst? We had pocket aces. Chip leader went crazy with pocket sixes and pocket nines. All three of us got all the way, got all in. My aces held three ways. Got up to about 40 some big blinds. Then I had ace king suited hand from the cutoff under the gun razor. I three bet from the cutoff. Big blind or the button player four bet min, and I only had like 25 big blinds, so I just five bet ripped it. And he had pocket jacks, queen, 7 7 2 hearts, turn blank river heart. I think 10 of hearts. So we hit a flush, and so we've had our distribution of good hands. I mean, you have to run deep like this, you know. Let's add a pocket nines hand. Let's see, what was that? We had 14 big blinds from the button. We opened two big blinds from the button. Small blind jammed on us with ace jack off, I believe it was. We called, they covered us, and we held. So, been running good. I mean, played played decent. I mean, not exceptional. Played a little bit better than normal, I think, but had a really good run of cards, which have been holding in the flips. I mean, so those three things combined lead to a pretty deep run here against a pretty tough field. This is a tough tournament because it's the 218 chip tournaments I've done well in before. There's big fields. I mean, 5 or 6,000. And the Gold Festival, I got second out of 6,000, second out of 5,000, and I think 10th out of 11,000. But there's such huge fields. This was like a really small field, 301, really tough field. Pardon my cough, just getting over a little cough here. No flu, thankfully. All right, so 6 minute break coming up. We'll put down the phone at that point and hop back on when we go live again. We'll jump into some strategy chat. Update you on the Bankroll X challenge. Talk about the next challenge for Josh Guindon Poker YouTube. And figure out what sort of giveaways we're going to do. Stay tuned. All right, let's hop back in. 7th place out of 15. Let's look to play smart. 42 big blinds. Plenty deep. Don't have to do anything crazy. This feels like an open. All right, out of position here. 3 ways. 3.3 lead. don't think I can fold yet. Let's see. Too much going on here. That's a terrible turn. Can fold now. Man. That's alright. Dang. Alright. 10th of 15. Let's look to chip up. 30 big blinds deep here. So running deep. 218 chip showdown. 60K chips guaranteed. 301 players started. 15 left. Down to the final 5%. We are currently sitting 10th place, which is 1,000 chips. We're going for the final table. Top place is 12K chips, 8K for second. Let's spin it up. Got some good reads on these players. This player is playing super scared tight. We're running him over in the blinds. This player is world class, always running super deep on gold. Highly profitable player, one of the best players I've seen actually on gold. This player got a pretty big pot from us, about 50 big blinds total in a 3-bet pot. We were chip leader with about 25 to 35 left and took a big pot off us. All right. So final table approaching. Need to chip up. All right, Poppy. Let's see the stats. 38-17. Always be aware of your image. 26-15. So we're gonna look to. It's interesting here. If they fold, I think I'm gonna call. If they call, I might actually fold. That's kind of counterintuitive. You think if they call, you're getting better pot odds. You're gonna realize your equity much worse actually. So 3 ways weekend. I'm out of there. Heads up. Would rather much more. Oh wow. Jam. Clear. Snap. Fold. All right. 11 of 14. I think we laddered one there. Ace 5 clubs. The professional hand. That's funny. You can play this hand so many different ways. Suited ace, the best suited ace of the low variety. From the small blind to the stack depth. Really nice calling hand here. Look to pick up a monster, 2-pair, trips. This is weird. The Minro, he's all in. This puts a kink on things. I don't think I can fold this. We're gonna put ourselves in a weird spot. If we get re-raised, I'll have to think about that. But the ace-5 suited is just such. Could we re-raise? That's an interesting thought here. 26-18. We could. I don't want to be crazy. I think most likely they're going to call here, like 80% of the time. Yeah. Let's look to flop favorably. Not bad at all. We will not lose our whole stack on that flop, but we are most likely ahead. But you never know. Check. That means we are probably ahead. Let's see. So this player is going to do some weird stuff. What do we want to do? I think. Oh, they're going to stall. Let me get the volume. Oh, they got it all in. Okay, we're going to race. Let's see. We need. Oh, 5 is really favorable. If he's got ace king, he's got ace king. Nope. All right. Oh, he's got ace king. What? That's insane. Side pot. Oh, shorty. Shorty lives on. That was a wild one. All right, jack 3 offsuit. Getting out of there. 11 out of 14. Let's be cognizant of, not that we're planning on busting anytime soon, but let's be cognizant of the pay ladders here. So 14th is 800. So 710, 800, so that's 90. Only 90 more, yeah, so there's really no ladder. I mean, the price, the payout goes up, but up by 90. 13 and 12, and then a little jump there, 120, or 110. Yeah, 120. Up to 10, 11. Just looking at this for the first time, actually. So this is a big ladder here, 190 up to ninth. And then you got, they get even bigger, 260 to 8th, from 9th to 8th. Gets really big from 8th to 7th. 530. Big. Oh, look at this one. 7 to 6. Over 700. Wow. Super top heavy. 6th gets over 800. 5th to 4th gets over 1,000. Right at 1,000. 4th to 3rd gets 1,300. And 2K. Maybe like 4K. A little over 4K from 2nd to 1st. This is not a bounty, so there will not be any sort of bounty payouts. All right. Let's see what we got here. I find this stage of the tournament so fascinating because you're really such a fine balance between being aggressive because you have to chip up. I mean, really, you should be playing for first place every single time, and maintaining your chip stack. Not committing what they call ICM suicide, not trying to blow off your chip stack. Essentially, you don't want to call too many hands. But you want to be in there. It's just, and you're getting reads on players now. It's just a fascinating time for tournaments. And not to panic either, right? I mean, 28 big blinds, especially like ICM style, usually is much more than that. Might play close to 40 big blinds or 45 big blinds effective. But although we're 11th out of 14, it's really just be patient, really, at this point. And there's value in folding, right? When you're talking ICM, because people will bust out just by your nature of you being patient, and you make money by people busting out. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Right. That is a fold. So we got a minute 35. I'm hoping I'll make the blinds, at least the big blind, before the time goes up. No guarantees. Maybe if he goes all in, that would help. Nope. So what kind of poker plans do you guys have for the new year? Anyone working on your game? Anyone playing live? People playing on gold? Club WBT? What are you guys playing? Let's see. I am playing on Club WBT. Playing a little bit on gold. This is gold, obviously. I'm playing live. Got a $1,100 tournament next Tuesday. I'm playing WPT Rolling Thunder Valley in March. That's what I know about so far for 2026. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see if we get the blinds. Close. Probably not. I'd say no, but doo-doo-doo. All right, let's see how many chips we actually have. 333K. All right. Pretty big chip stack table. I think this is, I guess there's only two tables, but When we got the chip, well, we did have the chip leader. I guess he's chip leader now. Dun, dun. 7-10 offsuit from the big blind. Pretty bad hand. We are. This is close. The specific stack depth against a chip leader. This point in the tournament. Yeah, I was gonna fold, but that makes my decision even easier. All right, all in and a call. Oh, well, what's going on? They must have like a few chips left. It's weird. Oh, 148 chips left. Oh, they're tanking. Yeah, they're gonna try to ladder. Fives. And another one out. All right. One step closer to the final table. 12th of 13. Once again, still not a time to panic. 22 big blinds left. This guy's kind of. What hand did they have there? King 8 suited? Or, sorry, Queen 8 suited or Queen 8 offsuit? It was Queen 8 suited. Okay, so it's a normal opening hand. You just got to pay attention what's the chip leader. If they're getting super aggro, going crazy, opening 100% of hands, or are they widening by 10 or 20%, or are they playing their standard opening ranges? You really got to pay attention to that because, especially if you get into hand with them, it helps you understand what sort of ranges they have because he's opening a lot of hands. Maybe the deck's running over him, or he's opening a lot of hands as he's in the chip lead, right? So, and then it's probably a little bit mixture of both, mainly the chip leader thing, but then it's like, okay, chip leader, are they opening 10 to 20% more hands, or are they opening 100% of hands? So these are the things to think about, and it's really relevant once you get into a hand with them, but it's also relevant pre-flop too, because you get some good three betting opportunities if they're opening crazy wide. One of those hands you have to open from the button, but you're just praying everyone folds. It's just a terrible hand, but all right, suited. This is definitely a fold into the chip leader under ICM. It's chip EV. It's just normal middle part of the tournament. It's fine open. It's close. It's kind of on the looser side of an open, but ICM style poker, just gotta play tighter overall, especially being really cognizant who you're up against. Not really looking to get involved with the chip leader. Pair from position 7. Just definitely gotta open this. This would be too wide. Yeah, open and fold now. Yeah, I don't really want to play that. All right. All right. So coming off the World Poker Tour World Championship at the Wynn in Las Vegas in December. Man, that was a fun couple weeks there. What a another festival. What a success. The poker was unbelievable. They're getting that really honed. Such great um, tournament series, whole festival worth of events, some big wins, including Cliff Josephine, blast from the past. I played with him in the 3K one-day tournament. I might have busted him actually. I think I ended up 12th or 13th out of 180 for just like a basically a min cash. But he after that, I don't know what tournament it was exactly. Maybe a 3K 2-day. He ended up getting first place for $700,000. Gotta love to see one of the legends have a huge score like that. 700,000. Can you imagine? All right, slot machine hand. Let's see if we can find a match for our pocket sevens. Flat. Everyone wants to play. Let's see if Turbo King. No, Turbo King doesn't want to. Ooh, that is interesting. How about a check jam? Check jam sounds fun. 3? Hmm. It's terrible. It's terrible for my exact hands. For the range, it's medium. I think he's a 10, probably. This person. I'll just check. I'm gonna lose a lot, but 40% of the time, probably win. All right, let's go. So when I check that flop, I've got overpair and open-ended. My hand is underrepresented. So I got him to bet on the turn to start bluffing, but I've got to realize I'm underrepresented there. So when you're underrepresented like that, if you've basically underplayed your hand, then you really should be more inclined to call down, essentially. You really don't want to be making folds in that scenario, especially when if you're a bunch of table full of nits, it's one thing, but this is guy to my left here was a long time chip leader. I was a chip leader for a while too, but this is one of the best players on this website. 3.5. I mean the blender. Oh, that's such a bad hand. God, I hate that hand. I don't know. It's close. Probably a call, but that is probably a call. But against this player specifically, I'll just let it go. Find a better spot like this one. Turbo King. All right, got a defender. That's not great. Check. Probably check again, honestly. Two big blinds. Really? Ooh, I got bluff opportunities. Man, such a bad hand. Gosh. I guess I could see bet there. I don't know. I don't love it. It's fine. It's a bad flop for my hand. And his range, my range, or his range, it just smacks his range. All right. Gotta be sensible here. 8th of 13. Approaching the final table. Right in the middle of the pack. I think 8th place pays about a little under 2K. We're not going for 8th place though. We're going for first place. 12K for first, 8K for second. 25 seconds. Looks like we are going to get smacked by the level up here. Ace Jack 3. Two bigs. this player's name? Cruisin'? No, Cousin Biscuit. Interesting. Like Lid Biscuit. Alright. Let's see what we got. T-Crons. Alright. 13 left. 301 starting. Jack 2, trips. There's ace. That's tough. Alright, 7th place. Level it up. Old. Blinds are up. We've chipped up a little bit here, but blinds are going up. 387. We're 7th out of 13. It's like, especially for an online tournament, playing decently deep. I mean, not like crazy deep, but maybe I'm accustomed to Club WT. Everything's super shallow all the time. So I'm just trying to see. That's fine. 13 left. No bounties, obviously. Alright, max rebuy 10. 10 rebuys, that'd be crazy. Some small percent chance you can rip this, but it's like a call better. Ace of hearts. Ding, ding, ding. Check call or lead. I think I can lead for 2, especially with the heart situation going on here. Ooh, that's really unique. I'll take my showdown value, but under reps once again. I have to call here. Yep, nice. All right. Question there was like bluff versus take showdown value, and I just had to take my showdown value. If he would have bet, I would have called. This is weird. Yeah. Min 3-bet. I feel like this guy's going aggro. Parking lot hand. Ace queen off. God, it feels so gross. Oh, this is a spot. 28. Chip leader. On the table coming. Definitely not calling. Can I 4-bet small? The stack depths are crazy. It's a pretty tight fold, but I don't hate it. I think I might get to see it. No, so cousin had a really proper hand. Yeah, that was a weird spot. Only 6-handed too, but I think it's fine. I don't hate it. What do you guys think? You rip an ace queen off in there? Calling's terrible, but I think maybe a 4-bet smaller or fold. Actually, like king queen suited, I think would be a better 4-bet small hand there, and it'd be much better if they were later. They were like 6-handed. They were both early position under the gun 6, under the gun +1 6. Yeah, just like I don't know, not great. And most likely these players are not super well versed. I mean, they're probably playing a little tighter than they should be. Only 6-handed. You need to start opening hands wider. But not everyone at this buy-in level knows that. So, which means they might even have tighter ranges or stronger ranges. So, interesting little spot here. I wouldn't mind if T-Crons goes out. He's a really good player. So 13 players left. I need to, I guess 6 here, 7 at the other one. We are being patient. Up to 6th place just by kind of being sensible. Yeah, I'd say yeah, that was an interesting spot. I really like the fold, honestly. Let me know what you guys think. What would you have done? Call, raise, fold. Might post that one on Twitter, see if Faraz cares to weigh in. So we were just, I'm gonna take a little mental notes. 13 left, 7th of 13. 218 chip. 18 big blind opens under the gun 6. Chip leader. 38 big blinds. 3 bets to 4.5. We've got ace queen off 28 bigs from the small blind. Gosh, that's real close. If it was just an open raise, especially with chip leader, and it's a 3 bet, I mean, you can just 3-bet jam there, but like a cold 4-bet for, let's see, what can I have 4-bet to? He did 4.5. Technically, I could have made it like 7 off 28. That's not great. No fold equity. Make it like 9, maybe. Let's see, 9. You could make like 9 off 28. That's also not good. Get a third of your stack. I guess I could make it something like 8.5. That's probably the best play the more I think about it. All right, so this is 9-8 off. Select the flop a monster. Not great. Especially with the hearts. Just absolutely dead. Runner. 7, 5. 7 would be nice. 10. Huh. The problem with that is we have the dummy end. That is the obvious problem. It'd be cool if they could check through again. Even a queen. I mean, I don't know. It's just terrible because a queen, like they have so many aces, those two. Someone could easily have ace queen already. Queen 9. 7 might just lose my whole stack. Yeah, it's just terrible. You see, it's just so hard to realize your equity out of position, especially multi-way. Heads up, it's a little easier. It's a lot easier to realize your equity. You know, if you're heads up, that's you're 50% of the players in, and you can realize your equity a lot more frequently. But when you're three-handed, then you're 33%. But you're not gonna realize your share of the equity when you're out of position. Let's see, kind of 6 king to. All right, so 9-3 offsuit. 13. So we have 6 players here. Interesting. 7 at the other table. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. T-Cron's a short now. Look at that. 17, 15 even. Wow. Hit up 13. All right. These players are really stout. Hard to get any chips off these people. It's like when you think about ICM, one of the most important concepts is that the chips you have are more valuable than any more chips you might accumulate. Oh, look at that flop. So really, naturally, you kind of want to just play tight. It's like stack preservation, lasting people. All right, let's see what eighth plays. Eighth, not that we're gonna get eighth, but 1,500 for eighth, 2K for seventh. That's a big jump. All right. I've been playing a lot more PLO, kind of getting into the game, like PLO Cash. It's a nice game. Like people are not as good at people are much better at No Limit than they are at PLO currently, I think. PLO is kind of a newer game. That's close. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's really close. Fold. Probably 8, 9 suited. I would open there. Oh. Kings. Wow. T-Cron's chipping down. He's been on the bad end of a lot of hands. He's a really tough player. Let's see if we can contribute to his. All right, suited. It's one of those. Yeah, definitely calling. All right, let's get some. That's interesting. I think I have to raise 4. 3.2. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, fine. Wow. 5? Ugh. Gross. Kings. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Good, clean living. All right, we're 13th of 13. Pressure is on us. This hand's terrible. So let's reassess the situation. That was a big change. Let's see. Okay, Kings. That's unfortunate. So 13th pays what? Got the Mizrachi at 900, basically. Very small ladder. And yeah, so 90, 120, 200. Yeah, it's really bad ladder here. Fold. Sad they had to fold the Mizrachi. Man, that's just brutal. Re-race. Playing a pot here. Less than one stack to pot ratio. T-Crowns have kings again. Wild. No. I mean, maybe, but. Aggressive player. This feels. That was close to a shove. That was probably a shove. Oy, yi, yi. I hate seeing stuff like that. You have a hand where you're almost in. Just flops the world. Alright, so let's see what we got here. King 8 off. That's too weak. Alright, let's keep going. Keep it moving. And what is going on at the other table? Man. Alright, we've been patient. Let's get rewarded with like ace king suited or aces. That's what usually happens. I feel like if you are. Oh, 12th. Okay. If you're super patient, then you usually get rewarded with like a monster hand within a couple orbits. I don't know, it might just be standard card distribution, but it just feels like the card universe. Alright, so 890. So 120 ladder for 11th. We're gonna play to win. 8-9 suited. Alright, down to 10. I call this. We'll have 9 big blinds left. Can we jam in any world? That's not terrible. That's not fun. Man. Alright. Action. Come on, this player win. Let's try to ladder. King Jack. Wow, ambitious. See you later. 10? Nope. See ya. Man, that was not good play. King Queen. I mean, King Jack suited. Jamming like 20 bigs. 3-bet. I don't know. Felt not good. Okay, so we're getting this in either way. Calling a jam, jamming jam, lots of jams. Alright. Chipping up. Alright, so 11th. I think we laddered. Alright, we are close to a final table. This is another jam if it comes to us. God, this player is really starting to annoy us. Alright, it's 7. It's close. Feels like a fold. So we are 11th of 11. We laddered. Okay, 1K. Let's go. Next ladder is 9th. 200. Goes severely up from there. 1,500. 2K. So I'm almost certain this season player is getting pretty aggro now. Chip leader of the table. 5 players left. 11. I would like like. Well, we're a few off from one table, but that's the final table, obviously. Ta-da. All right. 11th out of 11. Be a straight there on the turn. So we were first place with about 25 to 35 people left, and lost a pretty standard 3-bet spot. Chip down. We really haven't had many hands. We've had a couple spots. Oh, there we go. 10th. That's nice. A couple spots that were close that we took the more conservative route. I think it's fine. This is slightly annoying. This terrible hand. Maddie, you make it out to PNW? Seattle. You move yet? So Maddie, we got the 218 chip deal going on here. 60K guaranteed. 10 left. 12K for first. Playing some poker. This might be definitely all in. All right. Dripping up. 5. Ooh, 9th of 10. Look at us go. Oh, pocket 7s. Let's go. Rip. Rip. Everyone fold. Call your 5s. Pocket 5s. What are you in the tank with here? T-Crons? Get out of there. All right. Chipping up a little bit. 12 bigs. Maybe he was doing the fake tank where he's trying to scare me. Okay, so let's see what we got. So 10th place. 10 places. So that's 1K, 1200 for 9, 15, 2K for 7th, 12K for first. That's what we want. Now we're back to the 12 big blinds, so you can start to think about min opening 2 big blinds, or I mean, it depends. Depends on the hand and depends on the position. Also, probably the third most important thing there is then like how the other players at your table respond. If they're gonna 3-bet you more and 3-bet you to like 4 or 5 big blinds, then I would be more inclined just to shove the 12 big blinds because plays a lot better that way. Oh, interesting spot here. Okay, what do we got? The queens. Ace 4 got caught speeding a little bit. Suited hand. T-Crons. I'll take a walk. No, there's no walks. That's alright. Let's see. About 2 to 1. Yeah, 2 to 1 stack to pot ratio. Let's say if we flop top pair, we're definitely not folding. What if we just flop a flush? Do I raise there? I don't think so. I think I just check. 10, 9. Keep betting, please. Oh no. How much should I go for here? 3? If he's got anything you should call, like, oh, probably didn't have anything. 7th of 9. All right. 16 bigs in a dream. The half Robbie. Jack Deuce offsuit. 7th of 9. We got a chance here. Finally getting some cards. Momentum is swinging a little bit. All right. Hold. 4 minutes left. Level 32. 7 of 9 left. 9 pays. I keep forgetting. 1200. 7th is up to 2K. That'd be nice. Then what would be doubling? 4th would be almost doubling. 4th or 5th is basically splitting a double. 3rd is 6K. 2nd's 8K. 1 is 12.5. Let's make it happen. This player, Antimatter, is really, really solid, really tough. Just kind of hanging in there. T-Crons, if anyone's played on gold, you probably know this T-Crons player. Very, very aggressive, very good, highly winning player. Look at this, Ace Queen. Wow. All right, that's a terrible end. Fold. I'm ready for a final table, honestly. This five-handed, short stacked five-handed is just not a lot of fun. New year for poker, man. What is everyone's plan for poker in 2026? Hold on a second. Look at this. Ace 4 is out? No way. Man, that guy just dusted his stack off. This was chip leader like probably 3 orbits ago. Wow, what a dusting. Ace 4 offsuit. Huh. All right. FT. Let the spin begin and talk about favorable position. I mean, just coming into the button. Wait, where's the button going to be? I'm confused. Will it be over here next hand? We got T-Crons to our left. Not great. This is the chip leader over here. Also not great. Or second chip. Who's this? Takes one to know one. Oh, I've seen the name. Solar Bear. This player got us earlier. Big pot. Sentimental. Never seen him before. Pot Pabe. This player got us on a big pot too. Antimatter is just very solid. So let's look at some stats. 27-19, 25-14, 28-23, 17-11. Tight player, or maybe card dead, but probably tight. 27-18, 38-16, pretty loose. 32-14, 24-14. Okay, that's interesting. All right, so 6 of 8. I think we just said what? 7th place pays 2K. So we are, if you look at we're 6 of 8, but the other two people that are also short are pretty much the same chip stack. So essentially we're in last place. When you think of ICM or pay jumps, this sort of thing, it's technically we're 6 of 8, but we're effectively all kind of last place, right? So, oh, Jiminy Christmas. Maybe we'll go broke, but we're not going to be sad about that. With Queens. Sub 20 big blinds. Look at this guy, just 100 bigs. This is like more than all of us combined. So funny. All right, let's see what we got here. 6.5 5, 11. All right, let's see what we can do. Small card. That's not great, but I thought about jamming, but I thought better. 3.5. And the question is, do we go check call or do we just? I think we'll just bet. Yes, that was so ideal. Wow. Holy crap. That was so lucky. Not lucky, but just crazy board. Crazy run out. Ooh, 10 big shove. Sixes, folds to us. This is right on the border. You playing for first or you playing the ladder? I don't know. This is a tough one. So we got more time bank. Okay, so they added this 120 seconds. Technically, it's a call. Like you shouldn't even think about it, really. That's just a helicopter call, but I'll just take a second. It's really lean call, but this player's just been so solid. Yeah. Oh man, get lucky. Sad. Yeah, I think it's definitely a call. 10 bigs, especially if you're playing for first, which I am. But all right, shake it off. Shake it off. Easy come, easy go. Queens, sixes. Do we jam here if it folds to us? I feel like yes. Well, I don't have to worry about that. 7 of 8. Ooh, that's probably a jam. If it folds to us, and there's no probably about it. All right. Rip, rip, rip. All right, chipping up. 14, 13.6. Comfortably in sixth now. Jack 9 off. All right, so sixth place. What would that pay? That'd be over 2K. 25, something like that, probably. 27. All right. Over 10x, 12x. We're going to go on a little break here. 6-minute break. All right. See if T-Crons is out. That'd be really nice. Tough player. Someone call. Call. Or, I mean, call if you got a better hand, but nope. Dang. All right. See y'all in 5. Accusing Julia of painting Nichols as a murderer so she could one day collect Rhonda's life insurance policy. You say I want to lay claim to be the beneficiary of my daughter's life insurance policy. Well, I see it on here, so I must have done it. Arnold claims Julia would do just about anything for money, including a despicable crime. Cashing her granddaughter's monthly death benefit check from the government despite never having custody of her. Although in open court, 48 Hours has chosen not to name Julia's granddaughter. How much money were you getting the money? Social Security benefits. Did you steal it? Social Security benefits. But ultimately, does Julia your grandfather's check tarnish all of her testimony in the case of her beloved Rhonda? She was like it for me. My rock, my sidekick. All right, let's hop back into it. 8 players left. Going for first. Let's look at the payouts, though. You gotta be always play for first, but think about what the payouts would mean. I mean, if I could hang on to 6, that would double my money from 14 to 28. It'd be huge if I could somehow eke into like 5th. Massive. So I kind of gotta just chill in a way, but you're always balancing like playing for first, but laddering, you know? I mean, this player is huge stacked, 82. I'm at 13. The likelihood that I will overcome that is really far-fetched. I mean, it's happened before, but so when I had those queens, what did the guy with the 8-9 suited have? That was a flop, rather. It was 10 deuce 8. Okay. Yeah, I think I played that hand well. perfectly got the most out of it. Kind of weird call, 9-8 suited, middle position. I don't know. Not ICM aware, that's for sure. I'd love to see this player go out. 8.9. 6-9 offsuit. I got to do something fun today. So I went to the Porsche dealership and I got to met one of the sales agents that got to go into the basement to see all the Porsche 911s. My dream car. Um, so that would be super fun. I like to do the Porsche driving school too. That's on the docket. One of my friends and I talked about doing that. Maybe later this year. It'd be really fun. I was thinking about the guy that won the WPT main event championship, world championship rather for WPT, the win this year, and how he and Scott Stewart are last year's winner, very similar, just laid back, chill. Um, uh, so that was very worthy champion again this year. People that know him from Texas say he's like a really tough player. So great to see. Oh, that's terrible. So this is interesting because if they both check, or could you have a worse flop for Queen 10 suited? No suits, no real back doors, ace high, which they have a lot of. Could be any worse. Could I fold that? No, I think that's too nitty. I think you got to balance out like laddering, but also chipping up. I mean, you got to survive, number one, but you also still need to have your eye on the possibility of getting first or like that sort of thing, top two or three. I think that's a very clear open. Uh, Chip leader is gonna probably be pretty aggro. Unless I have just absolutely terrible hand. Wow, 27. Jam. Guess just jammed over two shorties, so I guess that makes sense. Do that with a lot of hands. 7 of 8. Bum bum bum. Need some hands. This is a shove if it folds to me. D D D D D D D. Yeah, it's gross. I'd love to see that actually. Take him out. Take him out. Unless you don't have anything, just oh no. Wow. Oh, look at that. Straight flush draw. Jack is beautiful turn. Oh man, chop pot. Oh, that's unlucky. Man. Alright, reasonable. Everyone loves a chop pot. Ooh, that's close. It's on the border. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yikes. That's really close. Well, I don't even have to. Don't have to make a decision. Let's see. All right, better. See what happens. Just feeling really conservative. I don't know why. Just ace jack offsuit. See, so what is this guy doing? 28-17. 2.25. I have to jam this, right? I mean, I just don't think there's any. Oh, wow. Just fold now. Look at that. This is really strong into the chip leader. It's like ace queen minimum. Wow. That's wild. Well, I think I was going to jam over the top of this guy, but he was calling like more than 50% of the time, but say levy. Wow. Yeah, that was definitely the play. I was going to jam it, but I can't 4-bet. I mean, no fold equity in the worst range. What are you going to do? This is actually close here. I'm a nit. I'm a nit. That's not terrible to jam there, but I also don't love it. And everyone is getting short. Look at this. These 4 other players, I mean, me too, obviously, but these 5 players could go out in one hand. Any one hand they play, they will very likely go out. Oh my gosh. Another annoying spot. It's like so close. King 8. We'll see. I'll knit it up a little bit, try to ladder ever so slightly. Chip leader call. 6-7. Let's get a 5. Yes. Oh man. Good run, T-Crons. Very tough player. Yes. Good ladder. All right. That was huge. Now I give me a little bit more freedom. So I guarantee 7th. Was big actually. 8th. 8th is 1468. Guaranteed 2K. Yeah, that was huge. 6th is 27. And 5th plus is like getting to be really big. So 500, next ladder's over 700, 7 to 6, over 800 after that. Not that big, but that's going to be the biggest cash so far of the new year on gold or anywhere really. Haven't played any live tournaments yet for 2026. We'll be playing one on Tuesday, the 13th at Boston Encore, $1,100 buy-in. That's a good tournament. Over 200 runners. First place is usually 50 to 60K. That's pretty good for a one day. Okay, what happened there? Let's go. Then there were 6. Oh my goodness, that's close. Ooh, 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 oh gosh. Oh, that's so close. It's one of those things though that's like this guy's gonna get knocked out so much. Just how the dynamics are gonna be set up that oh yeah, man, that was crazy. Oh, look at this, guys. Calling. And when you get under 5 big blinds like this, it's a nice you can play really wide to most of your hands and jam, open jam if you have any equity on the flop. Like any pair. So this guy's real short. Look at that, 3.7. If he jams into me now, I'm definitely calling that. So 6. Let me just see the payouts again. So 6 and 5 are really the ones that play right now. So 6 is 27, 5 is 35. Got it. Okay, this is. I got a call if no more action. Kind of annoying, but If I get any pair, obviously I'm going with it. That's different now. I think I just fold. Queens versus, look at that. Beautiful. No. Oh, good hold. Wow. That was crazy. All right, this place. Big. Wow, that was huge. What a ladder. Holy crap. All right, fold, 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 fold. Fold to me. Limp. What? Limp? I'm jamming. What a limp. I mean, what do you have? What a weak hand. This person limps with some really weak hands sometimes. But whatever. Just fold. Oh, you want to double me up? Oh my gosh. Oh. R.I.P. All right. All right. Fifth place. We're out. 5 of 301. Let's see what we got. All right. Love to see that. High score for the new year. That's not insignificant. All right. Well, thanks for hanging in there with me, fam. That was fun. We laddered. We really spun that up. Made made the most out of being card dead and had some questionable spots. Ace Queen offsuit was the interesting one there. I got to pick the brain of the brilliant for us jock on that one. That was a spot. Let's see, what's the date today? January 7th. All right, week 1 in. See, 52 weeks in a year. Do one of those a week. That'd be pretty cool. All right. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Play some more on gold. We'll go live again if we get into a similar situation. Probably get a little bit better setup next time. This is just kind of pretty random. And I didn't even have a phone holder. We'll be playing the $1,100 Boston Encore live tournament 5 days from now. It's a nice little tune-up for that. It'll be a very similar tournament in a way. This is a fun one. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. Someone comment. Let me know if you guys saw that Ace Queen offsuit hand. I'd be really curious to see what you guys think. I think I like a 4-bet small or just a fold, honestly. Both are close. All right, who's going to take it down? I mean, takes one to know one is the obvious, most likely person to win, but these two players are both solid. This person, the deck's been running over them a little bit. Which has been playing pretty tight, but yeah, anyone could win it. 12K up top. Oh, that's a good little tournament on gold. All right, get out, play more live poker. Let me know where you guys are. We're gonna fire up the YouTube again pretty soon. We're gonna get the last episode of Bankroll X Challenge with a twist coming up, and then we're gonna be announcing a new challenge, more giveaways, another challenge regarding tournaments and getting people out. I'm gonna be looking to give seats away, Prime Championship, spinning it up. It's gonna be exciting year of poker. Catch y'all later.